Welcome to the main event, Peggy Brown.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. I love Alberta.
Now, I just grabbed you from a huge crowd in the 4 H room, and the kids were all over the place. They're on the floor all over. Obviously, you're a big draw. What did you say to them?
Well, today we talked about what horses would like you to know, how horses think, how they react, and things that horses wish that they could tell humans so that the life of the horse could be happier and better.
And what did you get any response from the audience?
I got a lot of good response from the audience, and it was particularly moving to have so many children in the group because these are the young people coming up in the industry. The biggest thing that I really want to share with young people is good leadership with horses and fairness and kindness. Because sometimes some of our traditional training methods and things that we have done with horses really have not been, I'm going to use the word humane. And if we can help folks to find that there is a better way and actually an easier and a faster way of working with horses and doing it quietly and correctly, we can have horses that live longer, stay sounder, and are happy in their work. And that means a great deal to me.
Now, the title of your clinics is Center Driving and Riding. So tell me what you're going to be teaching in your clinics.
I'm going to be teaching work by the late Sally Swift, who was one of my mentors and teachers for many years. And I'm going to be helping people find ways of making changes in their own minds and their own bodies and discovering how the horse reacts to the changes in people. So centered riding is kind of a step-by-step training of the person and then giving the horse an opportunity to react and to react positively.
Now, when a clinician presents presentations in clinics, there's only so much people can absorb. Is there one thing in particular you'd like people to take away from your clinics?
I'd like people to work on themselves, to think about what am I doing in my own body? Am I breathing? Am I staring at my horse with hard predator eyes, or am I looking softly? How is my balance? Am I allowing the horse to move my body, or am I stiff and braced and making the horse unhappy? How am I staying in the saddle? How are my feet? Do I have clear intent? Am I being a good leader? Things that horses really want from us.
Hard predator eyes. I've not heard that. Tell me about that.
Well, I really try to help people learn to communicate and speak horse rather than expecting the horse to speak human. And so we talk about, are you looking at your horse like a predator, like he's going to be served for lunch? Or do you have soft, open eyes like you would like your horse to have and like your horse has in the wild? Normally in the wild, the horse has soft, open eyes. If he does see something scary, you know, uh-oh, there could be a problem, there could be danger. And the horse will mirror what we do in our bodies. So if we can stay quiet and relaxed and a more horse-like, the horse will follow.
And good foundation training is something you mentioned. I mean, that pretty much says it all.
I also have a degree in physical education, or background in physical education, as well as library science. And it's the rider and also the carriage driver as an athlete. Good use of the body, good rider and driver biomechanics, so that we keep our bodies fit and sound longer, but also that we make it easier for the horses to do their jobs. And that we have good independent balance so that our hands and arms can work freely. So all of these things come together to make lives better for horses.
I meant to mention that you're from Toledo, Ohio, and I believe you travel a lot. Tell me a life in the day of Peggy Brown, or several days in your life.
Well, I have a very multifaceted life. I have a farm in Ohio. I have my own horses that I train and compete when I can. Although 2 weeks ago I was in Cairo, Egypt. Actually, I left Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh.
Flew to Cairo, did a conference in Cairo, came home quickly to get the farm ready for spring. Flew out here, and I leave Monday for Switzerland, and then I'll go to Holland, and I'll be back in the States about the middle of May. Now, this is, I don't do this every single week of the year, but I do a fair amount of travel. And I like travel, but I also like meeting horse people all over the world, and also seeing that worldwide we can begin to make a difference in how people understand horses and handle horses. And we're seeing great changes in the industry. Here at Main Event, I was so thrilled to hear several of the other clinicians talk about how important it is to be fair, to be kind, not always pulling, pushing, and spurring horses. And we're seeing a big change, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it.
So you have had a chance to see other parts of the Main Event.
I try to when I can, yeah, in between my schedule here of teaching.
We are so delighted to have you here with us. Thank you for being here, and I'm sure you're going to change a lot of ideas of many of the attendees here.
Well, I work a fair amount out here in Alberta, and it's almost beginning to feel like home. I see so many people on the trade floor that I know. Great group of folks, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.